to another Humble Trader video. Today's video is highly requested by many of you who watched my previous live trading video. In that video, I showed you guys my actual live trading recordings and explained my setups for entries and exits. Many of you really loved the video and want to see more live trading actions. Honestly, I do check the comment section and my motivation truly comes from your appreciation and support. Now, I'll be revealing how I made over $25,000 day trading Nvidia and AMC. As always, I hope you guys really get some value out of my wins and losses, and most importantly, learning from my trade planning and execution process. Don't forget to smash the like button, take notes, and leave your questions in the comment section below. Let's go! So next stock I'm gonna talk about is Nvidia on the long side. So pre-market on August 8th, the stock actually tanked from 190 down to about 175 pre-market from releasing the preliminary guidance, and it was a lot lower than what analysts expected from the upcoming earnings call. So the stock tanked from 190 to 175. Now, I didn't know about this, there's no way I could have known, but I was short Nvidia overnight. I had 2,000 shares around 190's average, and you can see on pre-market I covered into this huge gap down to about 181, 180. That's when I got out of the short. So I covered it all for about 16,000 on the day pre-market before the market even opened. Now, I'm looking at playing the long side now. I'm looking at playing the bounce. You can see I got in a little bit early, 4,000 shares at 179 average. I'm actually looking to add. You can see I'm trying to add here 2,000 shares. I'm trying to add at the open. Market opened about 3 minutes ago. I'm added into it. Now I have 6,000 shares at 179 average. I'm looking for a bounce to 182 and above on this Nvidia long trade. A lot of newer traders will be thinking that, oh, it's bad news, I'm gonna short, and they short into this bounce. Guess what? I've done that before and it ripped my faces off. So don't short on weaknesses like this, especially on these very volatile and big range growth stocks like Nvidia and AMD. You can see I got in, I still have my 6,000 shares at 179 average. So I'm looking for the bounce. And you can see on the side here, I have a couple other positions open. I already closed my Nvidia short, but I have some short on AMC. I have some short on AMD and Roku. But those are kind of like my side plays. I'm trying to give my Nvidia long my full attention. And this is a very strong open. Like if you look at this 5-minute candle, we went from 174 to 179. This is really strong. I'm trying to scale out some into 180s. So I sold 1,000 shares into that 180 mark on Nvidia. But I'm still holding the rest of the 5,000 shares at 179. So I'm still up nicely. My average is 179. I'm looking at 180, 182 to scale out. So you saw I just got rid of more 2,000 shares at 180. I'm trying to hold the rest to 182 if possible. And once again, I remember when I was relatively new, if I see that I'm up like $1 or $2, I quickly take the profit, and only to see the stock rip a lot higher. And then I'll do the opposite on my losing trades. I'll hold on and bag hold my losing positions as it fade even lower. So if you want to become profitable, you should be doing the opposite. If you're in a winning trade like this one, try to hold on to it. And you can get better at that by scaling out partial size. So for example, if you have 5,000 shares, instead of selling the entire 5,000, you sell 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, or even 500, 500. But I'm liking this wick around this view up area. Can you see that? And to me, this kind of action is bullish. They tried to break it down, didn't quite break down and held it, and now we're testing 180s again. And again, my price target 182 on Nvidia. 181.20s, 1,000 shares, I sold some. So 181.30s over here, you can see 1,000 shares sold. So I just have 2,000 shares left, same average, looking for 182. And let's see if we get it. But at this point, this Nvidia trade, it's a free ride. My average is 179. Higher day on Nvidia intraday 181.40s. I really want to get that 182. Let's see if I get it. Now we're at 181.60. The stock is really strong. You can see it since the open, there's no red candle whatsoever. It's been green straight up for the last 16 minutes. Having some trouble with 182s right now. You can see I'm putting my orders out around 182. I really want to make sure I get that. Oh, nope. I sold another 1,000 shares. Oh, I sold all of it. Okay, I wasn't as patient as I thought. I sold all of it at 181.30s. You can see I'm out of my Nvidia position, 0 share size now. So I sold all of it at 181s. So quick recap, this is what happened to Nvidia after I sold off my long. You can see this thing did go to 182, but it went to that for just a little bit after I sold 181.30s. It dropped off to 180s, tried to bounce and tested 182, and that's really the high of the day. After 182, this thing just sold off with the rest of the market to 173. So big range on this name. And I'm really glad I captured the meat of the move on the long side. Okay, so I've saved the best for last, AMC. So this one I was more short biased on AMC. This thing actually took it for a loss at first. You can see I'm short right now for 6,000 shares, $24 average on AMC. You can see this is still squeezing, so I have to cut some for a loss. So fast forward here, you can see AMC is squeezing, and I have to take. I think I took like a $2,000 shares loss. I stopped out around at the higher day, $26.60. For you can see at the bottom, $2,700 loss. Now I still have the remainder of 4,000 shares. So it's starting to fail at $27 on the 2-minute chart. Okay, so once it starts slowing down, that's when I want to start adding into it. So now I have a total of, after my initial cut at higher day 2,000 shares, now I added back to the same 6,000 shares, $24 average, 24.20s average. And you can see a lot of times when AMC runs, it kind of leads all the other meme stocks. You can see GME is doing the same. I'm trying to short into the breakdown on GME, but it's definitely not my favorite stock to trade. I much prefer AMC rather than GME. When these things do these crazy holds, I'm not gonna lie, there's always a part of me that says, oh my gosh, should I add or should I just cover? But in this case, I'm glad I added into that 26 little pop. And also SSR is on for AMC. They triggered that the day before. So whenever you have SSR on, they squeeze out the shorts hard, and after that it just fades. It's almost as if the rally never happened. Not gonna lie. Like I said, it wasn't like it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, right? At one point I was unrealized $12,000. Even though I was still up on the day from the Nvidia trade, it's still a little bit nerve-wracking. But for me, on this short, I'm looking for the big picture. I want to see this fade down to potentially $24 or prior day's close on AMC. Oh, you can see that 26 reject. We tried to reclaim at $26 to hold a higher low, but no, now it's a rejection. Should I add that $26 mark up there? That would have been the spot to add. But a little bit gun shy, not gonna lie, so I didn't add into it. I'm looking at it, reclaiming VWAP, testing 2560s. I remember thinking at the time, like, okay, I might have to take some for a loss. And it's not fun, right? Nobody likes taking losses. So I added a little bit over there, 2570s, thinking that they're gonna reject 26. You can see it's flushing now. Finally, near the end of the day, this is what, an hour before close, we are finally breaking down. Midday, it literally didn't do anything. As you can see earlier, I didn't say anything about midday because there's just nothing there. It chopped around VWAP for a while, and now it's breaking down. I'm still holding the same 7,000 shares short at 24.42 average. But I'm looking, I think at this point, given that there's 1 hour left, I think I'm gonna cover some into the close and hold overnight. Oh, you can see AMC flushing down now. Once the 2440s broke down, this thing flushed down to 2390s. So I covered 1,000 shares at $24. So now I only have 6,000 shares left. So now I'm up. I'm officially green on AMC. So earlier I was down. I started out down 2,600, and then being down 700, 900, and now I'm up 1,400 on AMC. And fast forward near the end of the day, now you can see this thing is chilling near 2320s from our entry at 26.25. That's the whole reason I was holding on to these shares for the end of the day unwind. So I'm still short 6,000 shares. In the middle of the day, you saw that I got chopped up a little bit, took some losses. But I thought, it was well managed. I feel like I managed to trade pretty well. Never traded on emotions and never traded my P&L. If I was trading my P&L, I would have covered this a long time ago just to recover that $3,000 loss from the open. I'm down to 5,500 shares short. I think my goal is to swing short 4,000 shares and add on the second day. So you see me enter 1,000 shares entered, covered it at 23.79. So that's my goal, is to swing the rest overnight and see what happens. So that was the live trading in action. In reality, my profit on the day was over $34,000. While this is not the craziest day trading profits you've seen on YouTube, these live trading actions give you a realistic look into the truth behind these day trading profits and losses. We all love to see these P&Ls, but the process is never easy, especially the execution. Make sure to check out my price action video or my VWAP strategy if you haven't done so. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I'm the Humble Trader, and I'll see you guys next time.